Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdsson, World Alternative Media here, and it has been confirmed Charlie Kirk was shot dead at the Utah Valley University campus, obviously in Utah. And of course, he's someone that has just recently popped off more than almost anyone else. South Park just parodied him in an episode a couple weeks ago, which he was fond of. I met Charlie Kirk back in 2017 at Freedom Fest. Really nice guy. I've always maintained that. We disagreed on a lot of things, but right now we have a lot of people saying, well, he supported Israel and all this kind of stuff, and look at all the people that are getting killed in Israel every day or in Palestine every day. And yeah, I agree. But all death is bad, and killing someone for their views is bad. And of course, this is part of something much deeper, my friends. People have to understand with this and the young Ukrainian woman being stabbed in the neck the other day by an African American guy, and of course passing away. Very little news coverage. There is a manufactured level of violence that we're seeing across the board, targeted at one person. Think Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and those people back in the 60s, and how that led to massive race wars and a shift into a lot of leftist policies, of course. And in this case, it would be right-wing policies with people like Charlie Kirk. And I've seen the video. It's horrifying. I've been following it. And of course, we're seeing both sides mostly come together on this one, but we are still seeing the aggressors on both sides calling for violence and a police state, which is exactly what they want. And of course, on the left side, saying this is a good thing. And of course, it's not, and it's a horrible thing. And he has 2 children, and he has a wife, and he's my age. He's about 31. So yeah, he's the same age as me. And he was coming up at the same time I was in a lot of this, and having conversations with him in the past and arguing with him in the past, but always keeping it classy. For me, it's clearly an attempt to manufacture some kind of civil war type scenario, just like whether you believe that Trump was actually shot or not back in Butler, Pennsylvania last year on July, I believe it was 12th or 13th. Regardless of if that was fake or not, or whether if he would die or he didn't, it's all part of the same manufactured crisis they are creating to push us closer and closer to race wars, to party wars of the paradigm, the left and the right. And again, I can disagree with him on a bunch of things and still say killing someone for their views is wrong. And this will continue. I've said all along that they will kill activists, they will kill people that speak out on all ends, whether they're right or they're wrong, in order to rile people up against each other and push into this new technocratic order, which would be a massive surveillance security state, which we don't want. And of course leads us to the same point, both on the left and the right, that we would expect when it comes to like some dystopian hell, nightmare technocracy. Both the left push the climate thing, the right pushes biometrics and Palantir and all this kind of stuff. It goes in a circle. President Donald Trump said just recently, about 15 minutes before I shot this video, that he's ordering all American flags to be lowered at, I think, half-mast for the next 6 hours or 6 days. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm just jumping on this video right now as I'm traveling. But this is obviously a tragedy. It's something that we're going to see repeated a million times. Unfortunately, his kids are going to grow up seeing that video of their father getting shot to death. And of course, they're saying it's this guy, it's a far left Democrat. They're also saying there's a shooter at large. There's still a lot of confusion. I'm not going to jump on any bandwagon to say one thing or another on that front. I just know where the overall agenda leads, and it's not good. And this is something that we need to understand so that we don't get taken by that narrative. Myself and many others have pointed out that Charlie pushed new narrative network ideas, and he was a little too close to Israel and, of course, to a lot of people that push Palantir and all that kind of stuff. Again, if it was Greta Thunberg who was killed, which, by the way, her boat was bombed yesterday or the day before, if it was anyone on any side of the narratives, it's all part of the same agenda. So be careful how you react to this, because that reaction, much like on 9/11, they use that to make everyone want to go to war in the Middle East. I mean, this will be a war at home, and we need to understand the dangers of that and avoid it at all costs. And do not, whatever you do, fall for the new narrative networks agenda, which happens across the board, a move into technocracy, and serfdom. My friends, we will continue to follow this story. I'm dealing with bank issues in Canada. It's a nightmare, and I'll keep you updated on that. If you guys want to help support us, we have links in the description of this video. If you want to help keep us alive, and we truly appreciate it. And again, we just got to pray for where this is going and hope that no one is going to fall into this trap. And of course, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. And my thoughts, of course, are with his family, his children. It's an absolute tragedy. He has very young kids. And this is a tragedy to lose any father or any mother at such a young age. So thoughts are out there for the family. And, stay vigilant, my friends. Until next time, check those links below. This is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.